Welcome back to Energy and Cleaning and Life Hacks. Today I'm going to show you how I keep my whites bright and whiter than white. You can't really get whiter than white, like a hotel. How do hotels keep their whites so white? Well, first off, they often use commercial cleaners, which you and I do not have access to today. I have 4 kids if you're brand new here, so I feel like I have perfected my whitening routine. In fact, I put it to the test. I'll show you this here in just a second. I put it to the test again. And yes, I do fold all my towels like this. Not only does it look fancy like a spa, but if you are taking a bath, a tub, you can put this on your neck. It has 2 functions. Also, it's an excellent space saver. But let's get into the whitening. Here I am in my laundry room. If you're wondering how I fold that, I do have a whole folding playlist in the description box below. So I put all my whites in here throughout the week, and once the basket gets full, we do the magic, which I'm about to show you right here. First thing I'm gonna do is plug this drain. By the way, if you do not have a drain stopper, I have a hack for that as well. And we wanna use hot water. I'm actually gonna let this run for a minute before I plug it, make sure it's hot. Excellent, that should be enough. Okay, I've separated my whites into 2 piles. A really quick power tip here for you. When you buy washcloths, the higher the quality, the more easily it is to remove stains from them. When you buy cheaper cloths, it's much more difficult. Number 2, if you start your whitening routine and end your whitening routine, it's better for you. Meaning if something's already so dingy, it's very difficult to revive it. But this trick that I'm gonna show you here today with 1 ingredient will definitely help. Okay, we're gonna use these 2 washcloths right here as our control so that you can truly see how well this works. See, we got parts like coffee stain, grease stains. These are the things that we're gonna soak, and these are the things that we're gonna launder per usual. At the end, we're gonna bring it all together. You'll see what I mean here in just a second. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put these things in the hot water. Dingy, dirty socks are also great to put in here. Anything that needs a little extra va-voomp. And my friend, get yourself some OxiClean White Revive. I'm impressed by this over and over and over again. I'm just gonna eyeball right here. You get to decide how much you want to use. There are instructions on the back of how much you should use per 1 gallon of water, but I like to be very generous with my OxiClean, and this smells delicious. Now, I do like bleach. I'm going to show you a little power tip here at the end if you want to use more than 1 ingredient. 40% more whitening power than chlorine bleach per load. I'm going to give this a good stir right here. I use OxiClean in all of my loads of laundry, not the white per se, because I do think it helps get smells out and helps just keep stains at bay. That is nice and hot. So we're gonna let this soak. Per the instructions, 6 hours, but I often will do 3 or 4, but if it's really dirty, yeah, definitely 6 hours or leave it overnight. Oh, and you know what is also really satisfying about this? When we take this out here, we're gonna see how dirty the water is, and you're like, man, that was all up in there. All right, it's the next morning. It is 7 a.m. So these have been soaking a long time. My mom needed to use the washing machine yesterday, so I couldn't get in here, but let me wring this out. But first, let me just eyeball this a little bit. I'm gonna use about that, and I'm gonna put it directly in the drum. This works for top loader, front loader, just like that. I'm going to put these whites that we set aside in the washing machine as well. Let's look in the sink there. Ooh-wee. Now, because I do this every week, it's not as bad as if I didn't. So if you don't do this, I'd be curious to see what your water looks like. Final steps here. Look at that. I need to clean that out. By the way, I have a whole video about how to do that. I'm going to take some, I love this, it smells delicious right here, fabric softener. Yes, I like some good old fabric softener. Vinegar is great, but it doesn't make it smell as nice and as fresh. Now this next step, I told you this was 1 ingredient for the whitening component. You do not have to do this, but I like to do this. Remember, hotels are often using commercial cleaners, especially if you got some really dingy whites. I will add a little extra bleach in there. Little double action power. Now let's go ahead. I'm gonna turn this to normal. I am gonna wash this on hot. There we go. Push start. When I dry it, I'm gonna show you the end result and how fabulous it looks. And into the dryer we go. My friend, I am so impressed. I was gonna take these out, fold them up real nice for you, and I thought, no. I want you to see it like right when I pull them out of the dryer. I didn't show you this, but this had this really dark stain on here. This was not a garment that I soaked, but I just strictly used the OxyClean and then the bleach, which you don't have to use. But yeah, it's completely out. I'm excited. It's a brand new sweater. All right, I'm just pulling these out here. Some socks. Remember, the dirtiest thing in here were the bar towels, the kitchen towels. We have one right here. Do you see that, my friend? Bright and white. Let's see if we can find some more in here. I know we had another dirty, here's another one. And look at that one. Bright, shiny, amazing, my friend. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I swear by this. So if you want your whites to look like a hotel, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments box below if you have tried this. Click this video on screen now to see some more amazing and clever cleaning and life hacks. Oop, here's another one. And I will see you, my friend, in the next one.